Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Finally ready to do my Sur-Ron Ultra Bee upgrades video. I wanted to hold off on this video until I got everything that I think I wanted on the bike, but I think I have everything that I want on it. And all of these things that I'm going to talk about, they're just plug in and play. So a lot of you guys already know where I stand on this bike. I think this bike is an awesome trail bike out of the box, so I didn't want to do anything too crazy to it, so I've just put parts on it that suit more my riding style. There's a couple things that I put on it that I think that it needed. First thing I want to talk about is the wheel setup that I put on the bike. It's one of the few things that I think that the bike needed. It's I got an 1821 KKE rims on there. Surron ships these bikes with 1919 front and rear, but if you're trail riding, you really want to look into 1821. The bike does fine with the 1919, but this is a lot more comfortable to ride, a lot more confident when you're riding. It gets over stuff a lot easier. It's just all around better. 1821 KKE rims, and then for the front tire, it's an 18 by 121, and it's a Dunlop GeoMax 34F. And then back here, 18-inch rim. And right now we have the Kenda Ibex, I believe it's a K774. It's a gummy tire. If you guys are looking for gummy tires, this one's awesome. We ran this at the Red Bull Tennessee Knockout last year. Did fantastic. Normally though, I don't have this gummy tire on here. Normally I have the Dunlop GeoMax 34 on here, which is a lot harder compound. Normally I'm running GeoMax 34s front and rear. I believe it's a 110 118, so it's a pretty big tire, and it fits on there without issue, which is what I like. Next on our upgrade list, we have Shimano Rotor Guards. These are also plug in and play, so these just basically protect your rotors from hitting rocks on them, ruining your ride. So yeah, no, they just mount right up to the calipers. There's the front one. Same thing, super easy to mount, one in the rear. It's kind of a necessary upgrade for my style of riding. I like them, they look sick. They match our Footpegs, which are also upgraded. Those are SX Moto Footpegs for the Ultra Bee. Any shop that sells upgrades for these bikes sell those Footpegs. They're just really generic. They work really well though. I've never had a problem with them. Next, we're going to talk bash plates. This is a really fun one. I just got this bash plate extension from Race Spec Surron in Australia. So you leave your normal bash plate on and it bolts right into the bottom of that, and it comes all the way back right next to your kickstand. It's made out of the same plastic. If you look right here, it covers that hole that was previously left by this bash. So that covers the entire bottom of the motor and all of the bike and the frame. So I really like that. So shout out to them for coming up with that. It's really strong. And the best part of it is that you don't have to spend a lot of the bash plates I found for the Ultra Bee, anywhere from $150 to $200 for the bash plate. That bash plate extension, $35 USD. If you're looking to save some money, I think that works great. So really pleased with that bash plate. Does a great job. So for our next upgrade, we upgraded our primary belt drive on the Ultra Bee. When I took my stock belt off, it was shredded down the middle, and I don't know if that was just because I'm riding it so hard, but I actually think that it's from this plastic cover here. The green piece right here kind of screws in to this cover, and that was rubbing against the belt, and I think that was shredding it really quick, so I filed that down. So we put on a gate belt GT4 reinforced belt for this thing, and so far it's been awesome. Next, we got a bar pad for the Ultra Bee. It does not come with a bar pad, unfortunately, but this one is made for the bike, replicates like the one on the Storm Bee, so it looks really slick, matches the graphics, and this is just one piece of fabric that just wraps around and velcros on there. I think every bike should have one of these. When I tore my AC in that crash last year, that's what I hit my shoulder on, was the bar. So hopefully this bar pad saves me in the future. For the chain of the bike, we went with a Renthal non-O-ring chain. Renthal is pretty expensive when it comes to chains, but I found that they have been the strongest chains that I've ever dealt with. Non-O-ring typically is less resistant, so it's supposed to be more efficient. So that's why we went with that. It's a little bit louder, but it's fine. Renthal has never done me dirty. The biggest upgrade, of course, is the battery that we have. So this is a EBMX 82 volt 73 amp hour battery. It turns this bike into a monster. It doesn't make it any faster, but the range on it is phenomenal. This battery will easily get 40 miles in sport mode, riding hard in single track, so that's the reason that I have it. I'll just say this, like, if I wasn't racing the bike, I wouldn't even bother upgrading the battery. If I was just a weekend rider, came out and just rode for fun, I wouldn't even bother. But as far as the battery goes, it's an awesome battery. I can connect to it via my phone and see the stats. It fits right in the bike. It has this upgraded battery cap, which matches the graphics and looks really slick. Overall, this whole package from EBMX and EWatt, it's a really great upgrade for the bike. Yeah, it is very pricey, but I think that if you're going to be doing some long rides with this thing, you're going to want some extra range, and I think this is a really great option. Now, I'm still running the stock controller, which is made for 74 volts, but the battery pack is 82. So a lot of people wonder, how is that even possible? EBMX and EWatt, they design these batteries to communicate their actual percentage with the bike, which is really slick. So you don't need to dump another $1,000 or $1,200 into a controller after you already bought the really expensive battery. So that's another reason that I think it's a great upgrade. So the whole bike, those are all my upgrades on it. It's still running 12.5 kilowatts in sport, which I think is fine. I don't need to go much faster than 55 miles an hour 99% of the time. And the power delivery right now is phenomenal for the woods. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one, as we're going to be traveling. We're going to have a good time on this bike. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.